Lemons are probably my favorite citrus. I mean, I add lemons to like every meal. It's like my secret ingredient, which I guess is probably like not much of a secret at this point since I kind of just squeeze the juice. Also, I just had my wisdom tooth pulled yesterday, so I'm going to do my absolute best to be concise, which good for you means that there's less dad jokes. Probably not. It really depends on how I feel here. Today's recipe is vegan lemon poppy seed pancakes. Is poppy seed like one word or two? As a unique first step to our recipe, we're gonna be starting out by zesting our lemons. Although it's doable, lemons are much harder to zest after you cut them. We're zesting our lemons early. This way we can get that fresh lemon juice into a cup alongside our non-dairy milk to create your very own homemade plant-based buttermilk. I guess this could lead to the question like, what's the point of the buttermilk anyway? Buttermilk is going to react with the baking soda and or baking powder to create a more fluffy pancake. Also in a recipe like this one, it's going to help add a little bit of a tang. You know, we never talk about the tang. It's always sweet and sour, but sweet and tangy, like that's where it's at. Anyway, when you combine these two, you're gonna see that the fat is going to separate from the water in your milk. Don't be alarmed, that's normal. If you've done it right, this will be officially your first step on the moon or on the pancake. Whatever you do, don't actually put your foot on the pancake. That's just weird. The recipe overall is extremely easy and there's not much to talk about, but I'll give you some tips. For the recipe, you could use any plant milk, but your best results are gonna come from using one that's either high in fat or high in protein, or both at the same time. For the coconut cream, it's only a little bit, so you could swap this with like applesauce or plant-based yogurt, plant-based sour cream, or even like a mashed banana or mashed blueberries, if you want to influence the taste a little bit in that direction. I used oat flour here, but the recipe is actually made with all-purpose or whole wheat flour, which I actually think I show. Oat flour keeps this meal gluten-free and provides more fiber than flour does, which is really helpful when you're eating a lot of sugar, or any sugar, as it helps you maintain good blood sugar levels. But also, oat flour in a recipe like this can be a bit finicky to work with. There's like this small window where the pancake batter could either be too thick, which you could fix with just adding a bit more, you know, dairy-free milk to it, or the opposite end where the pancake batter is too thin, and then you end up with the batter kind of just spreading everywhere and you have something more like a crepe thing going on, which is also very delicious, by the way. Look, if you have no experience with making pancakes with oat flour, then be prepared to fail and try again. I guess I didn't say, but if your batter is too thin, a little bit extra oat flour, or just allowing it to sit for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, the oats will thicken up and you'll be right in the place you want to be. Okay, so last two things. First, when mixing your pancake batter, use a whisk, but don't overwork it. The batter can be very easily overworked when using flour, but not nearly as possible when using oat flour or a gluten-free like all-purpose flour blend. King Arthur, Bob's Red Mill, Pillsbury, they all make something like this. Second, when you flip your pancake, the motion is not scoop and slam. It's scoop and lay. I said last two things, but I forgot that I made a lemon curd in the video, which is delicious. It's really easy and it's really easy. So I guess let me know. Comment down below if you have any questions. This full recipe can be found linked in the description or at my website, makeitdairyfree.com. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, when my jaw feels better. Believe in good. Peace.